So all the processes kind of work the same for specialists with just kind of a small little change. So I'm going to just show you that change on when you're creating an assessment. So if I create an assessment and I go to create assessment, I'm going to go to general this time and I'm going to do a general list one. And if I type in, let's say it's you're a specialist and you teach physical education. Let's say it's ball skills, and the subject is phys ed. It's not there, so if it's not on your list, you can just press other and type education and save. Now, this will look exactly the same as the screens that a regular classroom teacher has, except that over by the students' names, you'll see up in the top kind of right-hand corner, select class. So right now, 4V, the class of 4V is selected. And I'm going to go rating scale, and I'm just going to say this is a 3-point, and I'm just going to submit this. So this is going to create an assessment for 4V, generalist assessment. Now it'll prompt, would you like to use the same assessment again for another class? And I'm going to say yes. And then it'll say select the next class you want to create this assessment for. And I press OK. And it'll show a little circle over here. And if I tap on that, this will show all the classes I have in here. Right now I only have 2 classes. I really just took a class and kind of divided it up into 2. But you'd have all your classes. So let's say I already did one for 4V, and I'm going to do this exact same assessment for 4W. Maybe all the grade 4s are going to get the same assessment. So then I press submit, and it says, would you like to use the same assessment again for another class? I'm going to say no. I don't have any more classes left anyway. So I'm going to put no. So now it goes to one, and you see at the top in blue it says class 4W. So I'm on class 4W. I only have a few students in here just to show you how it works. And I might tap up here and press, I might say catching, and I'm going to use the check mark X, and then I'm going to say maybe throwing. I'm going to use the check mark X, and the next one I'm going to do maybe participation. Maybe it could be like, collaboration or something. And I'm going to use a number for that. I'm going to give a value. And so, you know what? I might tap up there and I might put in brackets. I like doing this with mine. I put in what it's worth. Maybe it's worth 5 PTS. And then I put a close. Okay, 5 points. So you can see catching, throwing, participation. So I would go through now and just watch. Okay, catching, yeah, they got it. Throwing, they don't have. So if you tap once, twice, 3 times, it's just like the regular classroom teachers. Once, check mark. Twice, it's kind of like in the middle. They're kind of on their way. And then X's, they kind of don't have it, right? Still developing. And then one more is blank. So I'm going to say this person has both, and maybe participation, I'm going to say 5. And I'm going to go through here and just kind of just do that for different ones. I'm going to say the person doesn't have either. And maybe a 2. I'm going to put a 4 or whatever. So you would just go through, fill this out like that. It's an easy way to kind of see, to record information. I can also then select this and actually before I do that, you see catching here. At the very top of the word catching, there's a sort box. It's a little box that has these, looks like a graph. When I tap that, it actually sorts them by those 3 things, check marks, X's, and blanks. So it's 4 things, and in the middle kind of symbol. So I can quickly see, I didn't get to see, maybe I was going around checking one day on catching. I didn't get to see everybody, or they weren't there. So with Danielle, maybe the next day when I'm doing catching again, I'm going to observe, watch her carefully, and mark her. And so I can press the sort by throwing. So at the top of throwing, I can press that, and it sorts it by throwing. You can see the 2 X's, 1 in the middle, 1 check mark, and the 1 blank. So it kind of easily allows me to see who has it and who doesn't. And then participation, same thing. It kind of sorts. If I press that, it's going to sort it from lowest, if it's a number, from lowest to highest, okay, into each of the numbers that I've put down. So this allows kind of specialist teachers to kind of easily create multiple assessments for different classes. So this one class would be done. I'd have to go back to, this is my whole list of all the assessments I've done. And you see 2 ball skills at the very bottom. And if you look over, you see physical education, general list, and then you see 4W, and above that you see 4V. So if I tap on that one, it'll take me to 4V. You can also sort this, so I can sort it by class code, and it makes it easier. It puts all the 4Vs together, all the 4Ws together, all the 3Ss together, whatever. So it's another way to kind of, this sort kind of helps a little bit. So I'm going to go into ball skills for, oh, that's one I already did. I'm going to go into ball skills for 4V, and I would enter those ball skills in for that class. All the other processes, so let me go into this. So doing ratings, collecting evidence, comments, replacing the same comments in multiple students, emailing those out to parents, all that stuff is the same as all the other classroom teachers. So you just, if you're looking for information on that, you just watch the other videos.